Hey, what's going on, Hammer fam? Welcome back to HammeredHead. Today we got Chewbacca and Han Solo for Mimban coming out of the Solo collection. I'm going to give another reminder for the Clario Memorial fundraiser we're doing on behalf of the Polaris Project. There's more information and a link to donate in the description of this video if you want to give back to the community and have a chance to win an epic action figure as a part of the giveaway from this channel. So getting into this set, it's one of the Force Link ones, so most of these are 5 or 6 POA. Pretty basic figures, but the detailing is usually good. And we got a pretty good selection in this line that we didn't really get too many of in the vintage collection. So this is a good way to get some of these, smaller scenes out of movies like Solo. Pretty good image of him on the back there. And we get this cool looking turret thing. So I'm excited to have these versions of the characters all like dirty and in Solo's Mud Trooper armor and stuff. So yeah, if you have the Force Link Gauntlet, you can have them make sounds and stuff. Weapon accessory. Yeah, I think these guys look pretty cool. Especially Chewie, he's all up in there. So I'm excited to see what they look like and assemble that turret. Let's open them up. Here we have them out of the box. The turret comes in 3 different pieces actually, and we get this cool little instruction manual to put it together. So we'll assemble that here in a minute after we look at the figures. Then on the back of this is just the Force Link instructions. But the figures I think actually look really good, especially for Force Link. This is Chewie. He's got a little range of motion in his head, but the mud on him is really nice. He's got actually a couple different colors of it, so it really makes him pop. And he just looks super dirty and really gangly. I think they really nailed the look of it. He's got a chain on his leg. It's kind of pointing up like that. Oh, this is actually on a hinge. So I think the nail on this shackle can come out and you can remove this if you wanted to. But I like it. It's a cool little accessory to adorn him. I think his face is funny. His eyes actually look really nice, and you can see like his teeth sticking out. So they definitely killed it with Chewie here. And then Han is a little bit less interesting, but I think he's got a good Mud Trooper look. Oh god. Does his head not turn? Oh, it does. Alright, there we go. So his head obviously moves a lot better than Chewie's. He does have another chain as well. Looks like they are actually different designs too. So you get 2 different chains with the shackle. And then his E11 has the sort of backstock looking thing, which is cool. But he looks really muddy too. It's less detailing on the actual mud itself, which just makes it feel like he's completely covered in it. So this dude really needs a change of clothes and a shower. But there is still some nice detailing on his armor set. But yeah, overall I think Chewie is the more interesting looking guy. But you could still use this Han in like any Imperial setup. You can't really tell it's Han. It doesn't look a whole lot like him. He's got some mud on his face too, so I think you could pass him off as like a generic Mimban Mud Trooper or something if you needed to. Now let's just assemble the turret. So part 1, yeah, this thing, then stick the actual giant laser cannon thing right there. And then the shield part, how does this go? Oh yeah. So it sticks through there, fits right around, and just, yeah, there's a little peg in there. It fits into a hole, and there you go. So this is actually a cool little piece. Really fantastic sculpt, I think. It looks really good overall. This handle's a little bit bent. But there's a lot of detailing on it. There's some good like scratches and dents and stuff on the shield. Nothing really interesting paint-wise. It's all pretty much just one color. But the design of the turret itself is awesome. And I really like the way that they weathered this shield. So I can't really complain. It does look like it's designed for Chewie to hold it. He grasps it pretty easily. The handles are sort of like a bendy plastic, so it's really simple to get his hands on there. Just be careful you don't bend him too much when you're posing him. But I don't really think there's any way around it. and it doesn't go super flat against the ground, but it's close enough. For a Force Link figure and accessory, I'm very satisfied with this. I think the whole operation looks really cool. Ah, get him, Chewie. Yep, so that's the Han and Chewie Mimban set. I'm pretty satisfied with this. Again, it is a Force Link set, so it's not the highest quality, but at the same time, that means it's not a very high price either. And considering the uniqueness and detail that goes into this turret, I definitely think it's worth picking up. It's a good world building set, and some pretty fun iterations of these two characters. So if you see it for a reasonable price, don't hesitate. I give it my stamp of approval. But let me know what you think in the comments. As always, thank you to my Patreon subscribers. Be sure to follow on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Check out the Patreon page. And don't forget, stay hammered.